This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Greetings to you on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Good afternoon, Swanee.
It is Wednesdays. yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, sad news for anybody heading over to Bali for a holiday. Your timing is terrible because Mount Agung, I believe his name is, has decided to erupt, which is bad if you are still at home waiting to go over. But let me tell you, I had the good fortune one year of being in Bali already.
Oh, that's a win, man.
And all of the flights were cancelled and it cost me a fortune to try and find somewhere for us all to stay.
But did you?
For longer. Of course I did. And I tried very hard to be upset about being stranded in Bali. But yeah, that is, look, it's sad for the people that are heading over, but there's going to be people there right now.
Enjoying it.
Enjoying it. What can we do, boss?
Soz.
There's a volcano.
Hey, speaking of travel, Swanee, it is the second last day to get in the running for our trip to Puglia. We're giving it away Friday. Jump on the Nova Player app, register your details.
I mean, it could be the yummiest region in Italy, and Italy is yummy everywhere. So what does that tell you about Puglia?
Tells you everything you need to know. It's 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Next, though, Mystic Chrissy, 13 24 10. If you would like your mind read, we'll give you $250 cash and a VIP Specsavers
Very
voucher.
nice.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Chrissy Swan is not here. In her place is...
Mystic Chrissy.
Elton John Eyewear, exclusive to Specsavers. It's just the right amount of Elton.
Mystic Chrissy.
It is just the right amount of Elton. Like, they're not crackers.
Yeah.
They've just got a little bit of flair.
Bit of sparkle about them.
Hello, Amy. You've got a bit of a sparkle about you.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I can see like a side fence, but it's low. You can see into the neighbour's house.
Yes, that's true.
Why don't you build a higher fence?
You know what? We really should.
Or whack a hedge in.
It's like
No.
this. It's like this high. Whatever. Like it's maybe a metre and a bit. Like it's, you know.
Yeah, about a metre.
Yeah. What are you
There's
doing?
No
Amy?
privacy there.
None.
No privacy.
And you have seen your neighbours in various states of undress. For God's sake, call the fence builders.
Yeah. No, our horse tries to get over the fence.
Oh, well, the horse would just think it's a hurdle if it's a metre.
Yeah.
Hey, what does the name
It's open.
Gilby mean to you? Gilby. Gilbert.
Guilty. Oh, no, nothing there.
Dilbert? Something but...
No.
Okay, I'll leave that with you.
Like a true fraudster. That's exactly what they say.
Hey, Amy, you were in love with a pop star growing up and you were so sad when it turned out that he was gay. Like it might have been George Michael, might have been Darren Hayes.
Ricky
George
Martin.
Michael.
It was George Michael, yeah.
Yes. How could you resist?
I know, I was so sad too. And then I realised that actually makes the love more real.
Oh, if you say so.
Now, you are thirsty. You're a thirsty person. I don't know whether that means that you like a compliment, like people that are thirsty on social media.
Oh, so like thirst traps are being posted regularly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe,
I'm not very good at compliments.
or maybe you just like a beer or something.
Oh, I don't mind a wine.
A wine. But you drink too much. That's maybe where I'm getting the thirsty from. Like when you start, it's so much fun, you don't know when to stop.
Oh, that could be true.
You had, growing up, a cat that was very needy.
No.
A dog that was very needy. There's an
I had
animal
dogs.
around you that's very needy. Might be your mother.
Oh, we've got dogs now that are very needy, but not growing up.
So needy. And normally you're in the mood for it, but occasionally you say, just get out.
Yeah.
And when you were growing up, you weren't 100% sure if you had a good singing voice, but you liked to do harmonies with either a family member or a close friend.
Yes, actually, I'll pay that one, yeah. I can't sing, but I did like to sing with my auntie.
Right. I knew it was a family member, and your voices really worked well together.
Oh, she's a singer. I'm not.
Well, that's it. You just piggybacked. That's fine. You like those little birds on the back of a hippo. It works.
Let's finish
100%.
on a high there. Hey, you have a VIP Specsavers voucher on its way to you, Amy, and $250 cash.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Just keep it to maybe one bottle of Sauv Blanc a night, Amy.
Nah. Hey,
We'll see.
speaking of Mystic Chrissy, the great John Edward joins us on the show Friday.
I know.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Are you at war with your landlord or someone? Is there some conflict in your life that seems to be consuming you?
Don't you think landlords have a real villain reputation?
Yes.
Like the minute you hear of a landlord, you just think they're dogs. But they're
Yes.
not. So many people are, and there's a lot of great landlords out there.
I know, but there are a lot of crap ones
Yeah,
too.
there are a
Terrible
lot of
ones.
dogs.
Me and my friends used to call them slumlords. Because it's like, how can you live with yourself and take my money for this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then every little problem that you have, the computer says no most of the time. In England, there's all sorts of different rules internationally for, tenancies. And this guy is a renter,
Yep.
has a contract, proper, all set up with a landlord. And what he didn't realise is that he's actually not allowed to live there and live a normal life because turns out that he has been slugged with £25 per night that his girlfriend stays at his place.
It's been brought to my attention that your girlfriend has stayed overnight on multiple occasions this month. As outlined in the house rules, section 3, overnight guests must be pre-approved and are limited to 2 nights per calendar month. Beyond that, a £25 per night charge applies to cover shared space use and utilities. This will be included in your next invoice. If you want to avoid future charges, please limit stays or register guests in the logbook provided.
Register guests!
What is happening?
The only way I can sort of justify this is that it's a guest house, but I don't think it is. It reminds me of the good old days. You've never done proper share housing, have you?
No, like I obviously live with my housemate Chris Contos now, but before that I'd only lived with my sister.
Yeah.
And then before that at home, so no.
Yeah, and to be honest, I have never done the proper share house, like 5 different
Never.
people in a
I
big
couldn't.
house. But I have, like, my boyfriend at the time in the 90s had one of those situations.
Right.
My sister was in one of those situations. So I was in and out of them. I knew how they worked.
You hear the stories.
Yeah. And my God, there is no fury like the fury of someone that you're sharing a house with, and then you get a new boyfriend or a girlfriend and they stay over more than they should, or they're in the kitchen unauthorized because they're not on the lease. The panic and fury
Yeah.
of new people coming into that situation is off the charts.
And it's such an awkward one to address or bring up. Like,
Yeah.
hang on, wait. I've just remembered. You've lived in the biggest share house ever, Big Brother. You did.
Yes,
you did
I
a-
know. That
a
is true.
Solid 3 months of that.
Yes, that is true. But there was no, there were no like intruders apart from the ones that were organised.
And you only had one great Barney with what's that dog?
Yes, Ben. Yes,
Ben.
I had one big fight with him and hated when there was nowhere to run to.
13, 24, 10. Who are you currently at war with? Maybe it's a landlord. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your local council.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Are you at war with someone at the moment, a guy in the UK? Is at war with his landlord because he thinks it's unfair that he's being charged £25 a night every time his girlfriend stays over? And I think I'm with him.
I'm with him. That's like 53 Australian dollars.
It's too much.
That's too much. Also, if you're renting the place, that's okay.
Yes, you're allowed to have people there. You can live your life.
And I think if you've got a housemate or you're in a share house, that's to work out between yourselves. You don't involve the landlord.
Correct.
Also, how is the landlord keeping tabs on who's in his bedroom?
He did ask that question. Is there
many
someone
questions.
watching me?
Yeah.
I am currently at war and have been for a while with my local council. I've told you many stories, and there is a new one that I can tell you.
Please, what's the most recent happenings?
A friend of mine got a parking ticket out the front of my house. It's a permit zone. They had the permit, the visitor permit, visible in their car.
Okay, so why were they fined?
Exactly. So
you've pissed someone off at your council. They're just out to get you.
I took a photo of it and sent it to them, and I said, someone's a little bit overzealous. There is a ticket on this car. As you can see in this photo, the ticket and the permit, both very visible. Just wondering when this will be reversed. Didn't hear anything. A week later, I go, just checking how we're going on this. I get a response going, it'll take this long to get back to you, 17 working days or whatever. In the meantime, if there is anything else you'd like to add, I go, I think the photo is exactly all I need to tell you. There is a permit and there is a ticket. One of these is wrong.
Someone's there out to get you. I reckon like the council officers have notes to always drive past your place and try to get you for something.
Hate them.
13 24 10, who are you at war with?
Hey, Beck.
Hi, guys.
So imagine that I'm your landlord. What are you saying to me?
Oh, so frustrated right now. So we have a tree in my back garden and it's almost dead and it's dropping branches where my kids play. Like so much so that I've had to take the swing set down and not let my kids play on it because it's so unsafe.
How long have you been fighting the good fight about this tree?
About 12 months.
What do they say? Do they just nothing?
So we keep having to go through the real estate agent and they keep saying, oh, yeah, we'll get in contact with them and let you know the outcome. And months go by and nothing happens. And so we keep following up and they're like, oh, we're just waiting on the arborist to come and have a look. And that was like 6 months ago. And we keep asking, when are they coming and what's happening? Because we're not allowed to do anything. We can't cut the tree down ourselves. It's not our house. It's not our property, and we shouldn't have to pay for it.
Why don't you get dramatic and be like, it has fallen on something. Obviously not your kid. I'm not going to go that dark. But you could say, I've woken up and there is a dead fox because the branch fell on it.
I like it.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Hey, Beck, we're going to send you a prize pack of Bay Juice Energy, a natural caffeine boost.
Thank you.
Is this, how do you pronounce it, Tyrell or Tyrell?
Tyrell.
Heck, talk to me about your current war.
So I'm at war with someone and I don't know if they know they're at war with me though.
All right, so what is the problem?
So there's a car park like on the nature strip kind of thing outside my house, but it also touches their neighbour's like driveway. It's kind of on the side of their driveway, but it's in front of my house. And we are just constantly like putting our cars there, fighting over, in my mind anyway, whose like car spot it is.
Have you resorted to like getting up 2 hours early so that you can get your car in that spot before they do?
I haven't yet, but I did go away for like 3 weeks and left the spare car on that car spot all over the way.
I love it.
I love that level of petty. A prize pack of Bay Juice Energy on its way to you, Tyrell.
Oh, we love a phone call from Anon. Hello, Anon.
Oh, hello.
Who are you fighting with?
My mother-in-law.
Oh, the best sort. Tell me, what is it? What's the problem?
I started dating her son, and we were dating for probably 3 years, and she tried to convert me to their religion.
Oh, yes.
And I just stood my ground. I said, I'm sorry. No. And she tried. Then I married him. Wow. Then I had kids, 2 kids, and she refuses to do anything to do with, because I'm Catholic, she refuses to do anything to do with Catholicism, doesn't go to, we've got them baptised, they're in a Catholic school. Oh, my God. She just can't stand
You
anything.
are the worst. Can you imagine the conversations with her girlfriends about you?
Oh, the thing is, she's my mother-in-law. I want to have a good relationship with her, but she's just very headstrong.
Yeah, no, you can't because you're going to hell and she's not.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Love that song, Calvin Harris.
And Clementine Douglas, who we were just Googling, Swanee.
She looks as if Lola Young and Lily Allen had a baby.
She does.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Kelsey Grammer, famous from Frasier, which
mean,
must have been off air for decades.
Also famous for being Camille Grammer's husband.
Who's
Shout out to the
Camille?
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans out there.
Oh, okay.
So she was on the first season, Swanee, of Beverly Hills.
Yes, I did know this.
And he was always away, and then it came out at the end of the season that he'd been cheating on her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that he was cheating with his current wife, Kate Walsh. Is that right? Would that be right?
Mate, I reckon maybe
Maybe
he's...
about 12, 14 years ago.
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds right.
All right, so because he is about to become a father for the 8th time.
Oh, my God. How old is Kelsey?
70. And I'm looking at the ages of his children,
Yeah.
and it looks like there's at least, this is the third mother. So the first two, 41 and 33. Then there's Mason and Jude, 23 and 20. Are they the children of the one from Real
Camille,
Housewives? I reckon.
correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Then comes Faith, who's 12. So he's obviously moved on from the mother of Jude and Mason.
Yes.
With Kate Walsh, who is now 46 and having their 4th baby.
Wow.
They're both very... sorry, but having kids is a real big deal. It takes a lot of energy.
I know.
Wouldn't you, if you were lucky enough to get to 70, just want no more poo?
Yes.
You know, unless
would
it was
think.
your own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've only got a couple of years before you're changing your own nappy. You don't want to change someone's nappy.
No, you don't. And also, there's always the argument, but he's with a new partner. They want more kids. It's like, no. Kate and Kelsey have already got 3 together.
They've got 3.
Why are you having a 4th, guys?
Babies are cute is the thing, and you can get addicted to having babies.
It's a scary addiction to have.
Also, maybe at 46, she was like, my last egg's rolled.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We
I'm
can
never
just
going to get pregnant. And
have fun.
bang. Yeah. What was the second story that I was going to talk about?
The great Stormy Webster,
Oh,
Kylie
my God.
Jenner's
Okay. So,
daughter.
Kylie Jenner, fast becoming my favourite.
Yes.
Kardashian. Oh, no, I don't.
Khloe.
Don't tell Chloe I said that. Anyway, she has released a little snippet of her and Stormy having a conversation about the way Kylie, her mum, used to look during the King Kylie era. If you don't know what that is, it was when she had the blue hair and...
Yeah.
Anyway, it's so funny when kids see old photos of you and they're like, is that you?
What are you wearing?
This is exactly what happened between Stormy and Kylie.
Did you dye your hair in that photo?
No, it was a wig. Mommy used to love wearing wigs.
A blue wig with red outfit? It's not a good combo.
I know.
It's so gorgeous.
Those kids are going to grow up and rule the world, man.
And it sounds like she's sort of precocious, but it was a really gorgeous exchange between the two of them. Yeah.
Also, what taste at 7 years old to know that the King Kylie era was terrible.
And she was so outraged by it.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I would obviously do anything for you, Jack, even explode my perfect musical algorithm so that I could listen to the new Addison Rae album. And I didn't regret it. I loved it. And good news for you. Guess what's just happened?
What, Swanee?
She's just announced an Australian tour.
How exciting is this?
Yeah, very.
I like that it's sort of come only 2 weeks after she dropped her album as well.
Absolutely. It's great timing. Will you be sad when she is papped at all of your favourite restaurants and shops?
I reckon by then I'll have become mates with her.
I reckon so too. You'll be next to her.
If you want to go, though, tickets are on sale from this Friday at 10 a.m.
I'd say get in quick. I think they're going to go.
Tom's going to jump on and I'm actually going to buy tickets for this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. He's actually going to spend some money on tickets.
Tom was shocked as well.
Can't believe it.
She's going to Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane.
Well, look, she should go everywhere, but I'll accept it.
Adelaide and Perth, you're going to have to jump on a flight. I'm sorry. Here she is now with Diet Pepsi. Hey, coming up before 4, we're going to play Chrissy's Passport to Puglia. We're going to speak to an Aussie lawyer about this Indy Clinton situation and what could happen.
Yeah, so if you're a troll, don't miss it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Next, though, Chrissy's Quizzy, 13 24 10, if you would like a bum bag.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you?
Very good, thank you. You know, we had the beautiful Pauline Yao and Julia Morris in studio yesterday, and I gave them each a bum bag. The thrill. I mean, look, I haven't heard from Julia, but Poe put it straight on and was even making good use of it at the airport. She's like, "This has changed my life already." I said, "Welcome." So
I can't wait to be matching with them.
It might change your life, Caitlin, or
I'm sure it will.
it might change your life, AJ. Who knows how this is going to end?
Oh, g'day, fellas. How are we?
Oh, fellas.
Yeah, the boys.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
I do dress to the right, so it is an easy mistake to make.
AJ, what's been happening today?
Oh, I've just been cruising around, protecting people from fires. You know how it is.
Oh, are you a firefighter?
I work in fire protection.
Cool.
Is that the same thing? No.
I used to be a firefighter in New Zealand, but I just thought I'd, just do the whole building alarm stuff. But I won't bore you with the details.
My theory, AJ, and you can either confirm or deny this, whenever I see a fire truck in the wild,
Someone hot's inside.
and that person is always in the back seat.
Really?
Yes, for some reason, like there's
Yeah,
there's
'cause
often
we do the real work in the back seat. You see.
right. Well, there's
Right.
often 5 or 6 people in the truck, but the hot one
Yeah.
is always in the back seat.
AJ, were you
Yeah.
always in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you were. All right, let's get cracking. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 correct wins the game, gets the bum bag, and Jack might be generous. Who knows?
Probably.
Question number 1. Can you name the sporting event taking place in Perth tonight?
Caitlin,
Yes, Caitlin.
is it state of origin?
It sure is.
Swanee, tell us about it. Tell us about the 2 teams that are going head to head.
Can I tell you, I just know nothing. I don't even understand. And I worked for years in
You
Queensland
did.
where it's a religion. I don't even understand the phrase state of origin. What are they doing? Are they fighting over who came up with the sport first? I do. Is that true?
I don't believe so.
What am I asking either of you
As if
for?
I would know. Tom,
Tom
yeah.
and you were like, I can tell you about Mardi Gras. I don't know about state of origin. Good Lord. Question number 2. What? This is weird. A weird question given AJ's on the
God.
line. What does pyro mean?
Caitlin,
AJ.
Caitlin, you got in
Fire?
first.
Yes, it means fire. Now, AJ, that was a lay down misère for you.
look, I'm an
I know, I
ex-firefighter
forgot
as well.
my buzzer.
So
I don't know what's going on there.
I'm sorry, what, Caitlin? You are also a firefighter?
I'm an ex-firefighter, and my husband is a current firefighter.
Oh. I was
But
gonna
he
s-
drives,
Oh,
but I have to
it's the
disagree
battle
with
of
the
the
hot people
fires.
always being in the back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You guys
Okay.
should all hang out and throw the keys in the bowl and stuff. Alrighty, question number 3. Caitlin, this is for the win. AJ, you got to be a bit faster, brother.
I know. Did you hear him
Yeah.
go, oh, AJ?
Pretend something's on
I was
fire.
going to say, yeah, I hope they don't respond that slowly to a siren. All right, question number 3. Paul McCartney's turning 83 today. What band was he part of?
Caitlin,
Yes, Caitlin.
the Beatles.
It is the Beatles. We would have also accepted the Wings, which I'm mad for at the moment. Caitlin, you have got the bum bag.
And you both, because AJ, you're a vibe, as are you, Caitlin. You're both getting a double pass to F1 the movie. It's only in cinemas June 26th.
Oh.
It's got Brad Pitt in it,
Thank
AJ.
you.
You a Brad Pitt fan?
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend, but I feel like he could also be a very bad man, and it's going to come out soon. Anyway, good luck with the fires, guys.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I want to talk about Indy Clinton again. She is a very popular TikToker who really set a cat amongst the pigeons earlier on this week by saying, hey, all you trolls, I know who you are. I know all your details. I've hired a private investigator to put together a 64-page document with all of your personal details in
I
it.
would be shaking in my boots if I was a troll.
Yeah, and even more so because she has just released a brand new page called You Are Not Anon. Already has 66,000 followers. 1 or 2 posts that say fake name, fake profile, picture, real people, real damage. You are not anon. This is a woman that is not backing down.
We are here for this, Swanee. I think it's time that trolls realise they can't just get away with bullying people online. It screams of tall poppy syndrome. Just let her be a successful mum and post the content she likes. If you don't like it, don't follow her.
Exactly. It's that simple. Let's talk to a lawyer. There is a lawyer that's posted a very interesting and informative post on TikTok, and he joins us now. Hello, James.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good. I loved your little piece because I didn't know that trolling, which sounds so, I don't know, trolling just...
Trivial,
yeah,
almost.
Yeah. It's the Brothers Grimm sort of stuff, is actually illegal and you can go to jail for it.
You definitely can. And yeah, like you said, trolling reminds you of a 12-year-old kid in his mum's basement or something like that, but it can extend to the ultimate and horrible result of people taking their own lives. It can be systemic. Trolling is, a form of cyberbullying, and it's illegal at the federal and at the state level. The criminal code at the federal level encapsulates it at section 474.17, and it's use of a third-party carriage service. Obviously, lawyers and legislators make it sound more legalese, but essentially, if you are posting information online that is offensive, menacing, or harassing, it can get you 5 years in jail, and in Queensland up to 7 where violence is involved, which I think, to be honest, is on the lighter end of it.
So James, and also follow James on TikTok at Aussie Lawyer. James, do you think this could happen with these followers that Indy has found through a private investigator? Do you think she'll take it to court?
Well, I can't speak. I haven't gone into a deep dive as much as her personal investigators, I'm sure, have. But just on the comments of the video that I did, a lot of them, I think, would be considered menacing and harassing. And I think she's had to put up with it for years and years and years. And obviously, there is more of a sensitive approach to content, I would say, that a court would look at it like Indy's, because her content is around young children. Her children, these people are making abhorrent comments about kids, and I hate the argument of, she shouldn't have her life online. You're just justifying horrible behaviour, and just in that same breath, they don't have to comment in constant cyberbullying about her physical features, about her kids, about her mothering, etc., etc. They can just scroll along.
Yes, just scroll along. Do you think that there has been enough kind of support and acknowledgement of the negative ramifications of being trolled, or do you think that the lack of these is really what has inspired her to go, you know what, no one's ever going to do anything about this, I'm going to do it?
I think India is standing up for for creators completely. A lot of creators say things about it, but some of them don't have the money to hire. It's obviously an expensive thing to do, to hire a personal investigator. It seems like these personal investigators have been following these trolls for months, and there's multiple of them. That could cost tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think she needs to be applauded for actually standing up and finally taking a stand, because it's the same as bullying in school and things like that. Kids that are bullying usually get a slap on the wrist and then everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
In the cyber world, it's been an issue for the longest time, and nobody's actually stood there and gone, no, I'm coming after you.
I've got one question. Is what she is doing also considered bullying in a way?
Yeah, I can see where you're going. Yeah. It could potentially, right? Because she needs to be careful looking at, inciting violence and things like that on third parties. She's keeping it anonymous. She's not actually outing them publicly, which I think she's doing intentionally. She's teased with that video, her reaction to a 64-page report. If she was, to put up, hey, this person did this, and then, her 2.1 million followers, probably 1 million supporters, and 1.1 haters, would probably go after those people, and she would look at potentially committing the same crime.
Yeah, it is a tricky situation.
So tricky. James, thank you so much for explaining it to us. Your videos are great. Again, follow James on TikTok at Aussie Lawyer. Have a great day.
You too, guys. See you later.
Thanks, James.
Next, we are putting our second last person in the running for that trip to Puglia and Chrissy's passport to Puglia. Make sure you've registered your details at the Nova Player app.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's get away from Stackers and let's get into Puglia.
Discover Puglia and unlock all 5 senses with a perfect getaway for 2. Chrissy's passport to Puglia.
This prize is so us, isn't it?
It's so us. We love a holiday giveaway.
And it's just, it's an area in Italy that you may never, ever get to in a normal lifetime.
Yeah.
I've never been. You've never been.
No, and it's one place that people that have been need to scream and shout about more. Because I was out for dinner with my friend Shireen last night, and I brought up that we were doing this amazing giveaway. And she said, Puli is my favourite place on earth. By far. The best place I visited. I was like, why do you not lead with that to me?
Everybody says it when you mention the word. Hayley, you're so desperate for a holiday. Imagine if you could board a plane to Puglia and then within 10 minutes of getting off it, you would be stuffing your face with burrata.
Oh, my gosh, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't it be amazing? All right, Hayley, this is how it's going to work. The aim of the game is to get the answer right as quickly as possible. Yell as soon as you know what it is. Even if you don't know what it is, just yell something, okay?
I could definitely do that. Thank you.
I am going to give you a whole list of clues. The answer is going to be Italy related. Food, landmarks, person, whoever, cities, right? Italy. Are you...
Hayley, I've just got to... I can tell you're nervous, Hayley. Are you okay? Do we need to do some breathing exercises or something?
I think I might need some breathing exercises.
Okay. Well, I want you to have a good chance at this, so let's all breathe in together once. You've got this.
By the way, when did breathing exercises become breath work?
Breath work.
Just really into breath work.
Yeah, we're going to do square breathing, okay? Does everyone understand what square breathing is? Lay down. We're going to breathe in.
I don't know what square breathing is.
Okay, let's do it in the ads.
Okay, great. All right, you ready, Hayley? We've breathed. We've done our breath work.
We've got this.
You do, my darling. All right, on your marks, get set, Jackie, go. Originated in Andria, a town in the Puglia region of southern Italy. It is made from mozzarella and stracciatella, shreds of cheese curd mixed with cream. The outer shell is solid mozzarella while the inside is soft, creamy and rich and oozy. And the name comes from burro, meaning butter in Italian, reflecting its buttery texture. It is best served fresh, ideally within 24 to 48 hours of being made. It's traditionally made with cow's milk, though buffalo milk versions also exist. What did you say?
Cheese.
Should be stored, more information please, should be stored in cold water or whey and eaten at room temperature for best flavour.
What type of
cheese? Became more widely known outside Italy only in recent decades, but is now a gourmet staple worldwide. It's commonly eaten with tomatoes, olive oil, prosciutto, crusty bread, often mistaken for mozzarella, but its creamy centre sets it apart. It's obviously got a little knot at the top. The inside filling, stracciatella, is now also sold separately in some specialty stores. It has protected design of origin status in Europe under Burrata di Andria IGP. What is the answer, Hayley?
Oh, goodness.
It was the first thing I said to you.
Oh, my goodness. How did I miss that?
It's burrata.
Hayley, I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, Hayley. Yeah.
You're so welcome, Hayley. I'm sorry that you didn't quite get there, but Swanee, tomorrow is the final day to get in the running for this competition.
If you haven't registered via the Nova Player app, do it now.
It's an amazing 7-day tour in Puglia, valued at $12,000. Thanks to Travel Puglia. We're flying you there thanks to Etihad Airways. It's unbelievable. Tomorrow or Friday, we need to go through everything they'll be experiencing because it's like a full getaway show.
Yes, can we do that, please?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I had a Gracie Abrams itch just this morning, and I've listened to her all morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Has that itch been scratched?
It sure has, and just a little tickle then as well.
Before we get to clickbait, Swanee, I just need to bring up this unbelievable giveaway we are doing next week with BYD.
It's the first time we've ever done this.
The first time we've given away a car on this show. We're giving away a BYD Sea Lion 6 plug-in hybrid SUV. We'll give you all the deets and info on how to win it Monday, but just make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app.
Sea Lion.
Go beyond expectations with the BYD Sea Lion, a Sea Lion 6 plug-in hybrid SUV. Who was that? Where did that come
Sea
from?
Lion.
Was that
It's
you?
a Sea Lion, yeah.
Can you do that again?
But there's no one else in the studio.
I know, but I just thought I thought Scudder or someone had tapped in. That was...
Chrissy's clickbait.
I wish Meghan Markle would do something funny like a sea lion impersonation.
Not possible.
You are my ears, and I really appreciate you listening to the whole podcast that she sat down and done. She's only done 2. One with that insufferable girl that goes, yeah. And then Another one with this English girl. And
Emma Green.
you listen to it.
Well,
because there's only so many pillows I can stab. And I appreciate your efforts.
It's a 90-minute podcast, and I had to talk about it on Today Extra this morning, so I thought I'd better get across it. But it was so funny, Swanee, when we were talking about it. I think we're known for not liking her. And David Campbell on air said, maybe you and Chrissy could interview her. I think Chrissy would like that.
No, I'd have to politely decline. I'd have to just say, listen, I can't pretend.
Could you not? Just for 15 minutes?
Unless the podcast was called I Hate You, Changed My Mind.
Great premise.
Anyway, so these are the little bits and bobs that I found particularly annoying. This one first.
I wonder if you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch. Is there anything that you would do differently? Yes, I would ask people to tell the truth. Don't you ever feel like just being like, just leave me alone, like let me show you? Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. You know, my dear friend Serena, who I'm sure you know, she told me years ago, a lie can't live forever. 8 years is a long time.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in there I don't like. One, don't blame other people all the time for your problems. It's really unbecoming. And secondly, my friend Serena is obviously that tennis player, Serena Williams.
We get it. Your friends
Don't name drop. Why was it important to name the friend? I reckon if it was Susie, who she went to school with, she wouldn't have got a look in.
No.
Would she? She wouldn't say, Susie, who I went to school with.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not good. Wow, shit, Chrissy's angry. I feel like I'm getting in trouble with those eyes.
Let's move on to the jam, shall we?
So many friends at the same time had texted saying, I don't know what it is, but your jam's just making me so happy. And I thought, maybe that's the thing.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Nobody said that to you.
Nobody said that. Oh. And the reason I know is because I give away stuff all the time. Nobody says, oh, all my friends at the same time. Imagine if Beck and all my friends at the same time, oh, your green curry's making me so happy.
No, you gave me a lasagna on Monday and I said, wow, that was so yum. You know, I don't go, it made me so happy. Okay, to be devil's advocate though and flip this on its head, Swanee, there was one section of the podcast.
And I must say, she posted a video yesterday to her socials and I sent it to you and I said, this is gorgeous. I love it. It's not insufferable.
The Father's Day.
So she might be turning it around.
Harry video. She spoke about acting and I think she should go back to acting.
She should. And well, actually, some would argue she is.
When she spoke about acting, she didn't have that fake smile and fake tone in her voice. She was really calm. So at first she spoke about advice, really great advice to people that are acting and what she would do.
A piece of advice I was given years ago as an auditioning actress was don't try to book the part, book the room. It doesn't matter if you don't get that role. You might not be right for it. It's not about the part. You're going to see those producers and those casting directors at so many other opportunities. Book the room.
Absolutely. That is so true.
That just felt genuine.
Just be an impressive, good person because someone that's making decisions will go, no, you're not right for that. A year down the track, they'll go, but you know who was fabulous?
That Markle kid.
Yes.
Then she also spoke about, and I loved Suits, that at the end of Suits, she was secretly dating Harry, and then I think it was all secret squirrel about them moving. She didn't actually get to speak to the crew about what was happening or do a farewell party.
The crew's always everyone's favourite.
Do you ever miss acting? Sometimes, but you know what? Actually, having a large team, being back on set with Love Megan was great because I realized how much I had missed my crew. We couldn't say that I was leaving. We couldn't have a going away party. I couldn't say my goodbyes. If my crew's watching it, I've missed you guys. I wish I could have said bye.
Do you miss them? You must do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Again, that sounded genuine when she's not putting a fake, like, smiley, cheesy voice on.
I know, but if it was such a big crew on With Love Megan, how are we supposed to believe that she hadn't prepared a dish for Mindy Kaling when she came over? Stop lying.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.